Hello viewers, you are welcome to the Smart Student Academy. This is your channel if you are a student aiming at scoring straight A's in your final examinations. This is the arena for champions who will settle for nothing less than pure academic excellence. Come with us as we show you the strategies you need to achieve your academic ambitions. Today's talk will be on key words inside questions. How to do exactly what examiner wants you to do. This topic is a vital guide to obtain straight A's in your final examinations. One of the smartest ways to score high in any exam is to fully understand the question's key words. These words tell you exactly what the examiner wants and guides you on how to structure your answers. Misunderstand the key words, and you may give a brilliant answer to the wrong task and lose valuable marks. Please hit the subscribe button and let's dive in straight away. Common instructional keywords and their meanings. Below is a list of common question keywords, what they mean, and what examiners expect from you. Be sure to learn them thoroughly. This is the approach we shall take. Keywords and then their meaning. The first keyword is list. What does it mean? It means that you should mention items briefly in bullet or numbered form. No explanation. You don't have to give any explanation. Just make a list and go. Keyword number 2, state. Say something. That's what it means. Say something clearly in a short, direct sentence. That's all. Keyword number 3, define. This requires you to give the exact meaning, preferably textbook definitions. Next, describe. Say what something is like, step by step or in detail. That's what the word describe means. Explain. This means give reasons or say why and how something happens. So the word explain is asking you to say the why and the how of something. Don't forget. Outline means give a general summary without too many details. While compare means show the similarities and the differences between two things. Contrast as a keyword means that you should show only the difference between two things. Differentiate means show the clear distinction between two or more things. This is where you could be dealing with multiple objects or scenarios, like 2 or 3 or 4, if not more. So your duty is to show the clear distinction between those things. The next keyword in question is discuss. Discuss means that you should give a balanced view, just as in a debate where you are discussing a topic. You include both sides, that is argument for and argument against. Then you give evidence and cite examples. That is what the word discuss means when you see or come across them in questions. Let's move on. Evaluate. Evaluate requires your judgment. So judge the value or quality, including the strengths, the weaknesses of an issue, and then draw your conclusion. Assess as a key word in exam questions means you should weigh the importance or impact of something and make a judgment. Justify means give reasons to defend a point of view. That is what it means. You have to justify a statement. Then you should give reason why that statement is true. Illustrate. This means give examples or diagrams to make something clearer. Summarize. You should present the main points briefly. You are not going to say much or explain much, just the key points, the summary. That is what it means to summarize. Identify. This means you should point out or name something briefly. That is, peculiar qualities that thing has as against qualities of other objects. You should point them out clearly, but be brief about it. Account for means that you should explain why something happens. Examine means look at something carefully, highlighting the key facts, arguments, or flaws. Analyze. That is, you should break it into parts and explain how they work together. Interpret means that you should explain the meaning of information or data or text. Trace. That word requires you to show the development or process of something over time. For instance, if you have to trace the political history of Nigeria from independence, that is, you are to show how the political situation in Nigeria has developed, has changed over time, starting from independence, that's 1960, up to date. Criticize means point out the problems, the weaknesses, and possibly suggest some improvement. Comment on. That means you should express your own personal opinion with reason backing them up. Give examples and evidence. I hope it's getting clearer. You have to comment on something. It's your own personal comment, what you think about that situation, not what others think. But what you think must be backed up with reasons. Enumerate. The word enumerate means that you should list out points in order, often with numbering or bulleting. Now let's move on. Having examined so many keywords we've come across in questions and what they mean, let's look at what is expected of you based on each keyword. List. Blah, blah, blah. So, when you come across this, don't write full sentences or explanation. Just make a list and go. For instance, list 3 methods of water purification. Number 1, boiling. Number 2, filtration. Number 3, chlorination. That's all. Let's look at the word explain. This means you should go beyond stating facts. You should give reasons and logic. Use words like because, this leads to, as you are giving your point, and so on. For instance, explain why plants need sunlight. To explain this, you go thus. Plants need sunlight for photosynthesis because sunlight provides the energy required to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen. That is it. Compare. Use phrases like both, similarly, however, and on the other hand. Show what's similar and what is different when you come across the word compare. Evaluate. Present both strengths and weaknesses of the scenario or topic. Then give your conclusion, but be logical and balanced. Those are a few examples. Now let's look at how to answer questions with keywords in mind. Follow the following steps. Number 1, underline or circle the keywords in the exam questions. In fact, that is the first thing a good student and a great student will do. When you want to answer a question in exam hall, look at the question you want to answer now. Carefully underline all the keywords like list, compare, all those lists. Evaluate, describe, justify, underline them. Those are the ones guiding you to what is expected of you. And number 2, ask questions. What does this word require me to do? And that is what we have been explaining since we started. E.g., define, explain, analyze. If you understood the previous section where I was explaining all these ones, then when you see such words in your question in exam hall, you will know exactly what is expected of you. And when you stick to it, you are going to make A grade, all things being equal. Number 3, stick to that instruction like glue. Don't go off track. A question is asking you to explain. Simply explain the concepts. Back it up with example if you have one. Don't go and be analyzing or be contrasting. You are just wasting your ink and your time if you do that, because that is not what the examiner wants you to do. Number 4, structure your answer to match the demand. For example, for define, start with a precise meaning. That's the definition. For discuss, present both sides before you conclude. For analyze, break the topic into parts and examine each part one after the other. Now let's move on to importance of staying within the limits of the keywords. Here are the benefits of obeying the keywords. 1, examiners will reward you more easily. 2, it helps you to stay focused, saving valuable time and avoiding rambling and going off track. Benefit number 3, helps you to demonstrate maturity and exam readiness. Number 4, you hit the marking point directly. Yes, and that will help you score A grade. Now, what are the dangers of ignoring keywords in exam questions? When you ignore keywords in exam question and just do what comes to your mind, or you are asked to compare, instead of comparing, you are contrasting, what happens? The dangers are many. Number 1, wasting of time writing what wasn't asked. And number 2, losing marks, even if the content is correct, but not relevant to what is being asked. Confusing the examiner. This makes it harder to award full marks for you. Now, let's look at example mistake. Here is a question. List 3 types of energy. As I've explained to you earlier, you know what to do now, don't you? But this will be a wrong answer to that question. Kinetic energy is the energy possessed by a moving object. Potential energy is stored energy. Solar energy is energy from the sun. This is explaining, not listening. You will lose mark and time. You lose mark for wasting the examiner's time. He didn't ask you for any explanation. Simply make a list. 1, kinetic energy. 2, potential energy. 3, solar energy. Is that not a list? Yes, that's the right answer. You score your full mark. By the time you are using to define kinetic energy, potential energy, solar energy, you are wasting your time that could have used for other questions. And when the examiner is to mark, it's not, you just want to see kinetic energy, potential energy, solar energy, just a word mark, maybe 2 marks. But you waste time, you waste his time. He can get annoyed. He's a human being with emotion and mark you down. And there is nothing you can do. You are not there to defend yourself. And that is it. Now let's look at other important tips. Here I want you to listen attentively. Practice decoding question during revision. So while you are revising before the exam time comes, please use this topic to analyze questions. Look at the keywords and decode them, understand what they mean and what is expected from you. Take past questions, for instance, and identify the keywords before answering. Moreover, memorize the meanings or keywords as part of your exam preparation. Use mind maps or flashcards with one keyword on each and examples of how to answer. Don't mix up keywords, e.g., don't discuss when asked to define. The time you are using to be discussing is a waste of energy, pen, ink, and everything. Simply define and go. Please, before I give you my final word of advice, I want you to hit the subscribe and like buttons and share this link with other students and friends. Be your brother's keeper. Be free to explore this channel for other academic videos. We have plenty of them, and new ones are constantly being uploaded. Here is my final advice to you. Mastering question keywords is like learning the examiner's language. If you understand the code, you answer wisely, clearly, and directly. And you can earn higher marks. Stick to what you are asked to do and don't wander off the path. That's how A-grade students operate. Now let me leave you with this small assignment. Take 10 past question papers, and for each, identify and highlight, either by underlining or circling, the keywords. Then, rewrite what each question is truly asking you to do. Let's become exam smart, not just book smart. Please remember to subscribe. Bye for now.